podcast, episode 23. And you may be surprised that Ernie's not introducing the show because of affirmative action. They have to let the brown guy host once a quarter.
Thank you so much for that.
It's
Equal
our
opportunity,
time.
bro.
It's our time.
I'm Dominic Irvin, as always, brought to you with Ernie Hawkins and our special guest, as always, Mr. Sean Harrington. Heyo, Sean. How are y'all doing?
Doing great. I'm special for different reasons, but I'm happy to be here.
Hey, we're hitting all the check boxes.
That's right. That's right.
I'm here to represent this cisgendered white straight male. Sorry.
That's right.
So happy to hold it down.
That's right.
I'm real happy that you're holding it down. Thank you.
Yeah.
As always, this episode is proudly sponsored by Tough Wraps. Visit www.toughwraps.com and use code joystick to check out and get 10% off your supplements, apparel, and gear. Stay tough. Look at that. I know, right? Your boy's killing it. Been here for 5 seconds.
You can cut glass. Cutting glass is Ernie's new business.
So we got a lot of shit to talk about tonight, guys. And the biggest thing that we're going to talk about, and we're going to spend a lot of time on it today, is that, you can't be a shitbag in video games anymore because the world's coming for you.
Amen.
Thank fucking Lord. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But let's kick things off with our state of gaming because, we have joystick in our name. We got to talk about, it's not just a Top Gun podcast because our name is Maverick, but.
It's not? Sorry, I got to go.
Yeah. Sorry, Sean.
Go. I thought
it's a fucking Ford Maverick. All right. So first up on the docket, Halo Infinite. Surprise dropped its multiplayer beta, like its open beta. This is essentially like the live version of the multiplayer game today. Before I dive into this, have any of you played it?
I have not. I've watched a couple of streamers though. It looks fun.
I guess this is what happens when you drop something on the show and you're like, hey, let's talk about this 5 minutes before the show starts. Nobody gets a chance to play it, right? It does. Yeah. So I've downloaded it. I played it for about an hour last night. You're right. It's Halo. It looks gorgeous. It's beautiful.
Yes.
It plays like Halo. It has all of the best things about that game, that genre into it. And they also kind of speed it up, which is really nice.
Oh, good.
It feels a lot more snappy. I wouldn't say like Titanfall or Apex Legends snappy, but I would say like around Call of Duty Warzone. My buddy at work said that it's a lot like Battlefield, but Halo.
Okay.
With that kind of snappiness and movement. Like I said, I only played for an hour, but I'm stoked. I wish the campaign came out. The campaign doesn't come out until December 8th. But
they gotta hook you. It's kind of brilliant.
Right. I didn't expect this. And I'll tell you what, I heard it came out and I was like, I'm not playing this fucking game until I get an Xbox Series X.
Right.
And haven't gotten an Xbox Series X, so I had to cave and download it on my PC.
You caved. But does it? Okay, I don't want to derail, but as a Destiny Pro,
as a Destiny Pro,
how does it compare? And
so obviously, like if we're talking like raw, it's really hard to compare the two at this point. The time to kill in the multiplayer aspect of the game is way higher in Halo. It's always been higher in Halo.
Right.
It's like a 4-round burst with a battle rifle to the head will kill, like a full clip of assault rifle will kill, where Destiny thrives on that 0.7 to 1 second time to kill. The game is quick. Halo is not quick like Destiny is. Destiny's fast. I would say Destiny's like right below Apex Legends when it comes to like speed and movement of the game. You're starting to see a little bit of that with Halo because you have like the sprint button now. You have a grappling hook, which is like you can pick up a grappling hook, which is very Titanfall-esque.
Oh shit.
And I've seen some dope shit when it comes to the grappling hook, like people like grappling on a banshee and like knocking somebody out. Mike told me about some fucking clip where like a dude sticky to warthog, grappled the warthog exploded, he flew up and then sniped 2 dudes out the air, and I was like,
Oh my god,
People
that's
are insane. But it's sweet. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
It's easily my next like multiplayer FPS above Battlefield 1942 because I don't know, I'm hearing less than ideal things about that, and the going to like free open beta, like I've got Game Pass, so it's waiting for me. I just have to find a slice of time to play. Maybe
for sure.
So hey, if you're on, later on.
Yeah, dude. Look, you stay up late, man. I'm old. I go to bed early.
I don't stay up late. I work on a West Coast time zone. So, but yes, I do stay up late.
I do too, but
okay.
I also work on the East Coast time zone too. So I end up just getting fucked all which way to Sunday.
Fair enough.
Which is awesome.
Well, hopefully they pay you for that. You know, in some states is illegal.
What's nice is that's true. Not Maryland. Or like anywhere on the East Coast where I might be. You know what I will say before I derail the whole thing. It's really great that Microsoft is really starting to kind of get its games going. Like I played Forza Horizon 5 for the first time tonight, and that's easily the best looking game that is out there right now.
I was hearing some people talk about that today, and that it's an open
gorgeous.
world.
Yeah, it's like it's a completely open world. You're in Mexico. It's like an arcade style racer, but it still has some of that Forza feel of it being a sim racer. It's amazing. I played it for like 45 minutes tonight as I was chowing down on a Wawa sandwich. And
which one?
Hashtag not sponsored. Come on, dog. It's November. Of course I'm eating the fucking Turgly Gobbler, buddy.
Yeah. I was going to say, you might not be allowed on the show anymore if that's not what you got.
Of course. Come on, man. This ain't my first fucking rodeo. I'm a big kid.
one Wawa in the Hampton Roads area
big kid,
that
demand a big
serves that year long. And, oh, my God.
I have not had one.
Amazing.
I'll say that.
Do yourself a favor. You like turkey? Doesn't fucking matter. Go get it.
Fair enough. I think, all right.
That should be Wawa's thing.
Go
you
to
like
your
turkey?
head.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Turkey barely has a flavor anyway. You're not getting it for the turkey. You're getting it for the stuffing.
It's for the gravy.
The gravy. You get
and the cranberry sauce.
Is this
Say it real slow?
That has
in a
all
sub,
of
dog.
Yeah.
In a sub.
So good.
We're in 2021, man. The future is here.
Today I learned.
So good. So
Jesus.
There's a barbecue place in Hampton Roads that does that year round. They call it a Whitner's sandwich, and it is lights out.
Oh man,
so
Whitner's is so good too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
this episode brought to you by awesome places to eat in Southern Virginia.
If you like drooling, tune in next week. Did you just have dinner? Well, guess what? You're gonna want some more food in your mouth.
Oh man,
I digress.
But yeah,
sorry,
so
Dom.
Halo Infinite's dope. It comes out December 8th. I'm keeping us on track, guys. We're keeping the show rolling today. We got a lot to talk about.
Right.
Next up, by the time you hear this, if you are listening to the podcast, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, the Pokemon remakes for Gen 3, 4, 4. I think it's 4. Yeah, Gen 4.
It's a remake of Diamond and Pearl.
Yeah, Diamond and Pearl. I think that's Gen 4 because you got Red and Gold. Red and Blue, Gold and Silver, Ruby, Sapphire, Diamond and Pearl. Yeah, 4.
And then after that was Shield and Sword and
no,
that's 7.
Black and White.
Black and White.
Black and White 2. X and Y. Sun and Moon.
Right.
They ran out of colors or precious gems. Like now we're going on to metals. This time
they're gonna start going into just really weird shit like men's room and women's room.
Yeah.
Or
and then the bridge one will be the gender neutral one.
That's right.
Yes,
It's they're not even gonna name it. They're just gonna put the icons of the bathrooms. Yeah.
Calls Nintendo.
Yeah. Tops or bottoms.
You gang signs, Ernie? You're gonna get us canceled.
Careful.
AV. I'm in the audio visual club because it's reversed.
I'm realizing.
I'm on 1,000 today, guys. I'm drinking Powerade. I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
You know, my work week's almost over. It's Thursday. I got like half a day tomorrow. I'm going to see Ghostbusters tomorrow. I'm feeling good.
Yeah.
I'm so mad it's not in our show. I'm so mad I didn't even put it in there. It was in there last week. Whatever.
I totally forgot I was going to see it until my wife was like, "Hey, don't we have a movie to go see tomorrow?" And I was like, "Fuck."
I eagerly await. Mike's like the Prince song. We're gonna put the the Prince song up there. I
Purple
want to
Rain.
see Purple Rain. I want to see a movie in a theater, and I saw Shang-Chi. I want to see Ghostbusters and Eternals, but I feel like anything Marvel, I would rather just wait until it comes out on Disney Plus. So maybe Ghostbusters is it.
Well, yeah. Good luck waiting until Disney Plus for the last thing we're going to talk about today. But hey, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl come out tomorrow. These are remakes of Gen 4. If you like Pokemon, pick these up. If you don't like Pokemon, skip them.
It's really only for the fans.
That's really it. Like at this point, like I mean, they're not really doing anything innovative. They're remakes. This and the remake doesn't even look like. I mean, Link's Awakening was like a full-on remake. It looked, I mean, you know, completely updated. This looks like they did the whole 3D thing like they did for Let's Go Pikachu.
Oh yeah,
like like not even that good. Like worse than that. So
I will say before we move on, the reason there's not a good reason. It's a dumb reason, but it's also when they move to 3D Pokemon, the amount of work it takes to include every single Pokemon is a fucking nightmare. But they should have thought of that. Like, come on. Like,
I love the fact that you're an apologist, Sean. Because like you're like the one on the internet.
Sorry.
Everybody's like, you don't have all 750 fucking Pokemon in the game? What the fuck is wrong with you, Nintendo? Game Freak, what are you doing?
Wake
Boycott
up,
Pokemon.
holes. Yeah, exactly.
I got to get every angle so that the podcast is
I'm with
well-rounded,
it, dude.
just like our demographic.
I'm all about positivity.
There
But
you
you know
go.
what's not positive?
Nice.
This next topic. See?
Segue.
Segue.
Ooh, smooth as a baby's
I'm
bottom.
moving, guys. I'm moving. I hope you're on the train.
Let's go. Let's
Trying
go.
to jump on.
As this show has continuously done for the last 15 episodes, it seems, we are going to talk about Activision Blizzard and the amount of shit that's happening there. This
Boy, does the
week,
shit roll downhill.
the co-lead, and her name is escaping me.
Fran
Jen
Townsend?
O'Neill.
No, not Fran.
Jen O'Neill.
Jen O'Neill.
Right.
She stepped down a couple weeks ago,
That's right.
and she was
After
like,
just
"Hey."
3 months, bro. 90
After
days.
just 3 months, her and Mike Ybarra.
Yeah.
She stepped down and she was like, you know what? I'm stepping down on my own volition. I don't got any ill will. You know, I think Blizzard is moving in the right direction. I think, you know, I haven't lost hope yet. Come to find out, she had no hope to begin with. Because A, she wasn't getting paid what Mike Ybarra was getting paid, and they didn't offer her that shit until she resigned.
How crazy is that?
And
How
B,
crazy
she
is
got
that?
sexually harassed at the company.
How crazy?
Yeah. Surprise Pikachu meme now. Oh. What? Who would have
Dude,
thought?
it's insane.
Yeah.
And
it's
then,
bad.
like, all this shit that's coming out, like Bobby Kotick wrote fucking Fran Townsend's tone-deaf ass email, and then, like, shat on that email.
Yeah.
That's like a double
What
down.
the fuck?
It's
fuck
one
is
when you're
running
like,
that
I'm going to
company?
speak for you, and then I'm going to shit on you about speaking for you. Now you wonder, was Jen
It's
O'Neill's email written by him? Like, it opens all
Oh,
kinds
yeah.
of questions.
It,
right? Like,
it definitely passed through their PR team. You know it passed through. And by that volition, passed through Bobby Kotick. Like,
that's
there
crazy.
were so many, I think there were so many shit formed air quotes. They're just air quotes that were shit rolled into the shape of air quotes that you could smell it a mile away.
It's insane.
It was crazy. Yeah. The rumors have to be true. There's no way Kotick didn't get a preview of that, especially for the shareholders. Like, everybody's got their thumbs in every single public facing pot. That it's crazy. It's crazy. I mean,
When we talked last week, and you know, it was said that, hey, you can still support these games because the people that make the games,
Yep.
you know,
I
aren't
went
the
on
ones
record
that are
in
doing
saying
it.
that.
And
Yep.
you went on record in saying that, and I fully agree in most cases. But bro,
Yeah.
at this point, you got to speak with your wallet.
Yeah,
And the people that are working in
Yeah.
that in that place are speaking with their work too,
Exactly.
because 1,000 of them fucking walked out.
Yep, that did it for me. That's like, okay, if the developers they feel it is so important that they will put their jobs at stake,
Yeah.
I'm right there with them. I'm right
Right.
there with them.
And I think
not a single other cent is going.
I think we all agree on
Blizzard.
that because I mean, not gonna lie, like I definitely renewed like with hope, but before, thank God, Thank God, before all this stuff started coming out. And the minute was like, hey, look, the guys who are actually in the trenches are, excuse me, guys, being a loose term, I apologize to everybody who's more woke than I am. But the individuals who are doing all of the hard work day to day, I want to support them. But at the same time, yeah, to your point, when people are walking out, not just the first time, I should have been ahead of that curve. I was hoping, I had hope. That was my first mistake, hope. Secondly, now it's, you're right. We all, as a community that really appreciate the work that really was taking place, have to support the people that are saying, "Hey, enough's enough."
Right,
flipping the birds, and I've definitely canceled, uninstalled. I feel gross. Not enough showers are going to clean me for a while. So,
I hope I hope every piece of talent that's there quits and forms their own game studio.
Right,
I would love that.
I would love for that to happen.
Oh, that would be so fucking amazing.
I mean, we got Outer Worlds from that, right? Like, how great is that?
The same team that did New Vegas.
Yeah.
Did Outer World.
And
not Outer Wilds, Outer Worlds. Yeah.
That, so if that comes of it, like we as a gaming community would be better for it. So hopefully that happens.
I'd throw my wallet. I'd throw all my money. I'd make it rain all over them.
And like the board members are sticking by Bobby Kotick, but something happened today. Something happened this evening that is going to turn all of them around.
Look at this guy.
And that's when your boy Phil Spencer said, we are reevaluating our relationship with Blizzard.
So let's talk about it. Let's talk about that.
So now you're going for the wallets. Now you're going for the shareholders' wallets. Bobby Kotick ain't going to make it through the weekend.
Well, that's
man.
If you want, I'll play the cis white male voice here as I read this aloud from another cis white male.
Do it.
Breaking news from Jason Schreier. Yeah, you're reading all the names tonight. Schreier? I'm clearly Irish in English, not
formerly of Kotaku.
Nice. Xbox boss Phil Spencer has joined the chorus of industry professionals criticizing Activision Blizzard, telling staff in an email obtained by Bloomberg that Xbox is evaluating all aspects of our relationship with the embattled publisher. He goes on to say, with Xbox and PlayStation both now sending out forceful internal statements about Activision Blizzard, pressure is growing on the board to remove embattled CEO Bobby Kotick. Fuck you. By the way, his initials being BK. Fuck that guy. Burger King is way better.
Bad kid.
You know what I'm saying? Bad kid. Nice. I'm going to bring those initials up later because there's somebody else who has a first name Robert, not to be associated with this Robert Kotick. And there's definitely a good reason he changed his initials. Spencer said he and his executive team are disturbed and deeply troubled by the horrific events and actions at Activision Blizzard following this week's revelations that Bobby Kotick knew for years about sexual harassment and was himself a perpetrator of misconduct. In response to these scathing criticism from Xbox and PlayStation, an Activision Blizzard spokesperson tells Bloomberg, "We respect all feedback from our varied partners, and we are committed to the work of ensuring our culture and workplace are safe, diverse, and inclusive." Well, no fucking shit. You hope so. Damn.
Nobody's buying what you're selling anymore.
Yep. Literally and figuratively.
Because literally, every single time you come out and say, we're all about inclusion, one more person comes out and says, someone tried to touch my ass in the break room.
Yeah. Yep.
Like
it's not looking good. I can't wait to see
burn
Activision
the bitch to the ground.
Burn to the ground.
The bitch to the ground. Like nuke and repave. Get everybody out of there. Delay the fuck out of all of those games. Nobody fucking cares about Diablo 4 now. Nobody cares about Overwatch 2. No one cares about the next fucking World of Warcraft expansion.
I'm seriously concerned that they should just put all their like dev work into just creating a machine learning algorithm that allows them to say the same exact thing in just a different way, because it's going to be way more profitable for them than just completely fucking this up every single week.
Jesus Christ.
In fact, we could see them making a Mad Lib just for this. Just like, hey, pick a noun, pick a character that you want to change a name, dust your hands off, and sit and call it a day. That'll fix it.
Love
oh
it.
my God.
All right. Next up, we got so I'm doing the whole show.
I would love it if you did. This is actually awesome.
I'm doing the whole show.
All right. Personally, this is beautiful.
Yeah, Ernie, take 5. You can kick
dude,
back.
take 5.
Hey, no shit. I'm gonna change the episode to just like Dom's premiere. Like I don't even care what the title is anymore. This is awesome. We should just rock paper scissors.
Next up, we got coming soon. So what do we got first on coming soon?
Cowboy
Bebop. I have heard polarizing things about this. I have heard that it's cool. I have heard that it sucks. And let me tell you what, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, fuck the haters.
I'll be watching the shit out of this.
Yep. And I'm a big.
So for those of you who don't know, Cowboy Bebop covers a ragtag crew of bounty hunters chase down the galaxy's most dangerous criminals. They'll save the world for the right price. This is based on an anime that holds a dear place in most of our hearts because it was on when we were kids on Toonami.
Yep.
A few members of the cast, we have John Cho of Harold and Kumar and the Exorcist TV show as Spike, Alex Hassel as Vicious, Daniela Pineda as Faye Valentine, Elena Satine as Julia, and Mustafa Shakir as Jet Black.
Nice.
Pronunciations are hard, man. I'm telling you.
I was originally a skeptic, but after the trailer I saw of them, they are doing something that is impossible to please. It's impossible to please this type of fan, and so they're trying something that honestly can be compared to Scott Pilgrim, I think, is the criticism.
That's what, that it looks very much like Scott Pilgrim.
Honestly, like I want style. I want somebody's style.
Yeah.
Somebody's take. If they just did it without style, or if they tried to copy it, there's no way you can copy the vibe and feel of the original anime. It's impossible.
Of course.
It's transformative. You're doing a live action take. So as long as there is style, I'm on board. I'll treat the two separately. Like I can enjoy Cowboy Bebop the anime. And this live one can exist so long as they're trying, and I think they are. I totally think they are.
Yeah, and I think this is the thing. Like, you have the purists that'll come in and be like, "It's nothing like the anime," and I'm like, "Well, I'm not looking for the fucking anime. If I'm looking for the anime, I'll watch the anime."
Yeah.
Exactly.
And this show lends itself to being live action. It's not like Naruto, where it's a bunch of ninjas doing a bunch of crazy shit, or they're doing a live action remake of One Piece, and I'm like,
how's that gonna work?
That's gonna be
there's also like 1,000 episodes of One Piece, like, so I'm excited for this. This comes out tomorrow, so if you're listening to the podcast, this will be out by the time that you listen to it.
Big hype.
This is awesome.
That's actually like a big thing about this episode is a lot of our stuff is coming out either like tomorrow or the next couple of days, like right before Thanksgiving. So like if you're going
not as soon as coming can.
Yeah, I mean we're up against it. I think we're less than 4 hours away from the premiere here. So like, but the biggest thing also, this great housekeeping note. One, we're not going to do an episode next week. Our episode happens to always fall on Thursday. I'm going to, I think we should all enjoy, that time. We decided that this Thursday was going to be a time to eat, fall asleep, watch sports, or whatever you do on Thanksgiving. Be thankful for whatever, but let's just enjoy it together because you know what? Regardless of whatever holiday you celebrate during the winter solstice season, we're going to be online watching that because if you're Christmas, Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, whatever, even the New Year doesn't quite fall on a Thursday, and if it goes several days, we're just going to fudge it a little bit. So I'm excited about what's coming up next month as well. Lots of especially around Christmas, there's always big releases. Even
Hawkeye comes out next week. I can't fucking wait,
dog. Dude. You want to talk about a family affair? My last name starts with the four letters of Hawkeye. My dad flew in Hawkeye planes. We're going to be watching some Hawkeye. It's going to be great.
There you go.
But I digress. That's not on this episode. That's for next time. I apologize. Back to your host.
Coming threes.
Double Powerade Dom.
Hey, Double Powerade. This episode brought to you by Strawberry Lemonade Powerade.
Hashtag no sponsor.
Get your electrolyte. Hashtag it's not a sponsor. Drink whatever you want. I'm not getting paid by them.
That's right. Yet.
All right, next up. What do we got next? All right.
You see the trailer?
I don't know shit about the Wheel of Time, so we're talking about this is the Wheel of Time. I don't know shit about the Wheel of Time.
Yeah, I'll
but I'll read
it
the
off
plot
if you want.
synopsis for
There
it.
you go. Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
The Wheel of Time follows Moiraine, a member of the Aes Sedai. These are like Dune names.
Yeah,
a powerful organization of women who can use magic. She takes a group of 5 young people on a journey around the world, believing one of them might be the reincarnation of the dragon, a powerful individual prophesized to either save the world or destroy it.
Dude, the trailer for this looks legit. The only
It looks
thing
so
I think,
good.
the only thing I think that kind of caught me was like there was one bit in the trailer where like the CGI was a little bit, but I'm really kind of pumped about it. Already, if they put that much time into the trailer, which everybody should, it kind of gives me like a better Game of Thrones feeling, only because that last season.
I love the marketing behind this has been this isn't the next Game of Thrones because Game of Thrones wouldn't exist if it weren't for Wheel of Time.
Yes.
True. It's like, which came first? Well, Wheel of Time came first, but people won't know that.
There's like 30 of these books too.
Yeah.
So I talked about earlier about.
So
go ahead.
Go ahead.
I'm going to make a
Wheel of
shitty
Time,
joke. I didn't want to do it in the middle of your actually thoughtful analysis.
Let's both go immediately at the same time. No, the Wheel of Time series was once one author, and correct me if I'm wrong, the son of that author picked it back up, or am I thinking of Time Machine? I think the Wheel of Time was like something my dad was into.
No, I think you're right. I think the author died, and then the son picked it up.
Yeah,
for like the last 4 books.
I'd have to assume so. So the original author, Robert Jordan. So I talked about crappy names: Robert, Bobby, Kotick, Robert Jordan. I'm glad he went with Robert Jordan instead of Bobby Jordan, so his initials wouldn't have been BJ. But that was my joke, and that's why it was worth.
His publisher was like, "Listen, we got to have a talk. We gotta change your name to Robert." Why?
The only reason I knew it was actually like somewhat kind of punny was because I was literally trying to find this great little like wallpaper. If you're watching live right now, you could see was because every time I tried to find a good photo with the size of our display, I kept seeing these like older, almost like watercolor painted kind of book covers, and I was like, dude, like, when am I going to start seeing like something kind of new? And I was like, oh, this is definitely an older series, so that just shows the longevity of it. And then on top of that, sounding like his kid picked it up. That's huge. I'm really excited about what's coming up.
It's crazy to see a lot of that happening. Like as an example, where you see so many inspiration and then reboots that you forget the one thing that started things. Like Dune, for example, heavily influenced Star Wars, like Sandy Planet, all of the sci-fi elements, the geopolitical stuff. George Lucas saw Dune or read Dune and was like, I'm taking a little bit of that. But people see Dune and say, oh, Star Wars did it first. I was like, well, no. Same thing with Alien. Alien was the first to do a lot of stuff that sci-fi horror was doing. And kids these days, man, don't
fucking
understand.
Kids these days. You know, you bring up a great point.
Yeah,
because fucking kids these days,
they don't know which one came first, so they automatically say, "Oh, this is a ripoff of blank," without doing any sort of research.
It's the same thing I feel about Olivia Rodrigo.
Ooh, yeah, go on.
Paramore did it first,
right?
Yeah,
right. I'm right there with you. Both are bangers, but let's give credit.
Yeah, give my girl Haley Williams credit where credit is fucking due. All right.
Yeah,
exactly.
I was jamming to that on my secretive, like inside, like my car, without anybody knowing that I was jamming out to some Haley, Paramore stuff.
Paramore's dope. I saw them in concert. They're put on a great fucking show.
Man, if I was just a little bit more comfortable in myself, I would have been there, man. I did not have that confidence.
I'm super comfortable in myself. Next up, we got Hellbound coming out also tomorrow. Fuck, I'll be watching TV all day tomorrow.
It's gonna be binging. Binging. Let's go.
It's a good week of bye week. It's a good week.
Hellbound occurs in a fantasy version of Earth wherein supernatural creatures suddenly materialize to drag humans to hell. This is a Korean show. I'm only saying that because I'm looking at the cast list and it is very Korean.
To give some people kind of sounded like a little bit like of an excitement that I saw during the trailer. They also point out this comes from the same team that did the Train to Busan. So if you like that movie,
I got to watch that.
Get hyped.
Speaking of Train to Busan, the American remake of that is called Last Train to New York.
That's whitewashed.
Just watch the Korean one. It's better.
I mean, I like the Escape from New York. That's about as far as it goes.
Yeah,
Snake Plissken.
yeah, but that started as
That wasn't a Korean movie.
that was not a Korean movie.
Escape
Yeah.
from New York was just
And
Escape
what was it?
from New
Escape
York.
from L.A. was the next one. That was even better, I think.
Yeah.
But I digress.
I think you're thinking no. Yeah. Snake Plissken. Which one came first? Was it
New York.
or LA?
Escape from New York came first.
Yeah, it was
New York.
that's
Came first.
Terrible, so bad. But at the same time, I
What's
digress.
interesting is Kojima has
There we
stated
go.
that
Thank you.
Solid Snake was not named after that character, even though his alias is Iroquois Pliskin.
Right.
So
Come on,
Snake
man.
I don't know if I
They
can
also
believe.
have one eye. Like, I don't believe Kojima. Kojima is on something.
He
Yeah.
just doesn't- he's not getting
Yeah,
sued.
I smell the bullshit.
Yeah.
Like if you look at the NES cover art of Metal Gear, like the US cover art, I think it's totally ripped off of Escape from New York.
Yeah.
It's totally ripped off of it.
Yeah.
That's another game that I need to come back at some point is Metal Gear Solid. But
Yeah.
I digress.
Man, so good. We'll cover. We'll cover.
I will watch this. I liked Train to Busan. I like the cover art for this.
Yeah, it looks dope. I honestly, until this show, did not know this was
Neither did I.
on the radar. but now
Yeah,
it's on mine.
the trailer definitely got me. Like, I watched the trailer just before this. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Same kind of concern I have for CGI graphics when it comes to the Wheel of Time, but the same notion of it. Like it's definitely a more dynamic as far as it comes to like very quickly trying to tell a story. And I didn't even realize it was an alternate like fantasy version of Earth. I just kind of assumed this was just going to be taking place every day. Now, granted, the minute you have anything that happens not in the real world, you can say it's an alternate version. But it looked awesome. Even just like the very
cool.
like teaser of this guy was in a lake and all of a sudden just gets dragged by nothing. I got chills just watching that, and immediately I was like, "Yep, okay, I'm going to watch this." So, and I think it's a series. I'm assuming it's a series because why would you not want to elongate this? Because the whole world could be eventually dragged to hell. Why not? That's money, baby. It's money in the bank. But my question is, how many of you guys actually watched this show?
I watched the first episode and could not fucking get into it.
What? My points can't go any higher than this.
I need to. So for those of you who are listening, we're talking about Foundation. This is the Isaac Asimov show.
Yeah.
Look. I only watched the first episode, and I only watched like 60% of the first episode. I was also like kind of 3 sheets to the wind while I was watching it, and
Well,
just
there you
also
go.
coming off
Was
of
it
watching
after
Dune.
an episode of our show? Because that's
It was. It was after the last episode of our
So it was
show.
a party here.
And I was half asleep.
yeah, baby.
No, not the last episode. The episode we did before that. I'm
caught up
wanna
on
like
the
this
show.
show.
I do. Honestly, the show is
I
fantastic.
really want to like the show. Talk about it.
It
Sell
takes
me on
place.
it.
All right, here we go. Shake it out. It takes place like 10,000 plus years in the future of our Earth. So that's something first off to think about. So not only does it take place not in a galaxy far, far away, a long, long time ago, it takes place in a galaxy close, far, far away from our present, which is very, very cool from the beginning. Next, it takes place in a galaxy where all these different planets are a part of a universal empire that's been basically run by the same exact person for hundreds of years. And what I mean by that is there was one uniting emperor, and when he died, he decided, you know what, we're going to start a legacy of me forever. And they cloned him, and he has now had a continuous clone of him ruling the empire for...
Is that Lee Pace?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's the actor Lee Pace plays the our age appropriate version of Lee Pace. He would be the emperor in the middle. They call him Brother Day. The older they get, they transition to Brother Dusk, and when they're born, they're Brother Dawn, and they are the Empire. These three slowly teach each other or learn from each other over time, and it's kind of this leapfrog through time that they are the Emperor.
I was so fucking confused.
Yeah,
So now you've just made it make sense to me.
No, I got chills when I saw it. I was like, first off, Lee Pace is 6'5" and beast mode.
Beautiful.
Yeah, he's gorgeous.
Fucking beautiful.
Come on. I love him in Pushing Daisies. Anything he does, even as
Thranduil, dude.
Yes,
Fucking
Thranduil.
the Hobbit,
And then,
Thranduil.
I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm sorry
Ronan
you
the
lost.
Accuser.
Sorry you lost, buddy. But
Oh, he's Ronan the Accuser.
Oh,
You're right. Oh, and he was also that one elf in the Hobbits.
Thranduil.
Yes.
Thranduil.
Yeah.
Wow.
Blonde
He is
hair.
a mountain of a man. Look at that.
You know what's funny? The most interaction we've ever had on this show or any of our social accounts is when I put hashtag Lee Pace in it. They loved it. They loved it.
You should just put his. You should just put his hashtag in every
should.
single.
Literally,
tweet
he has no social presence, and people are like fiending for it. They're just waiting to dive into him. But long story short,
what they want.
Foundation is named after what happens in the beginning of the show. There is somebody who believes that the empire will fall, and that we should preserve our knowledge as a people. In something that is going to be called the foundation of all knowledge, and antics ensue. So even in this screenshot we're seeing, it looks like a desolate world. There's this random spire thing in the shot, but it's called foundation because of the foundation of knowledge. And I promise, if you get past just the idea that there is this leapfrog emperor,
I'm gonna watch
plus, dude, it's sick. It's sick.
I'm gonna watch it. Like I said, I was not in the right mindset to watch it. I'm gonna watch it. It looks good.
Yeah.
Maybe only
Also,
be
I
a little.
love Lee
Maybe
Pace.
just a buzz. Maybe just a buzz. Don't be 3 sheets.
Right.
Yeah, I will tell you this though. I'm definitely pissed off, and I'll be vocal about this. We're going to talk about this company in the next couple of segments here. Apple is doing a terrible job promoting it, and I have no idea why. If you go to Apple TV on any device, unless that algorithm is so specific to me that it has learned nothing about me, I cannot just watch an episode
Because
of
they're too busy
Foundation.
promoting fucking Ted Lasso.
Dude, I get
Ted
more
Lasso's
about
great,
the
though.
shrink next
And Ted
door
Lasso's great.
than the episode I just watched of Foundation last week.
Yeah.
So that is bizarre. But
unfortunate.
Ted Lasso is also great. I mean,
I'm
they
actually
win the
curious.
awards.
I'm about to. We're going to
If you
talk.
pull it
I'm
up,
going
try to
to.
find
I'm
it.
going to.
Triple dog
I'm
dare.
going to try to pull it up on my iPad and see what pops up because I don't have Apple TV. I think I have a free subscription.
They're handing that shit out like
Do
it's
it.
fucking water.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I
Anytime you buy a
see-
new device, you get it for a year. Like
Rum and
anything
Coke, do it.
Yeah.
I see nothing.
Rum and Coke.
I see nothing
it.
about the foundation.
Do it.
Popular shows, nothing.
Nothing.
A lot of Ted Lasso. Watch all of Ted Lasso is what.
I bet you
there's
get Will
all-
Ferrell and Paul Rudd as the shrink next door before you get anything about Foundation. Same
Oh
thing
my
with
god!
Invasion.
Wow! As soon as you said that, I scroll Shrink Next Door. Right there.
That's what makes me like this show more is that like it's one of those like Firefly sleepers, like Firefly sleep. Like what happened?
Yeah.
Oh, you haven't heard this show Firefly, and then 10 years later, it's the biggest cult classic. So
I love dropping that on sci-fi like fans that just don't even know what time it is. If you haven't seen Firefly, you don't need to know.
Yeah.
You have no fucking idea. Yeah,
Yeah.
nothing. That's a
Mike
shame.
Mahaffey says Apple's marketing for the TV shows has been subpar since they write the book on marketing in their tech, which is absolutely true.
facts.
Their, Think Different campaign is one of the most viral marketing campaigns that a company's ever done. I mean, Robin Williams narrated it. Actually, I think Richard Dreyfuss did first.
I
But
can't remember. Yeah.
Yes, you're right. That's facts.
yeah, get it together.
No,
They're
you got it.
yeah.
Yeah,
The
just get it together.
the marketing that Apple does for their hardware, it works because you've got a rabid fan base. But TV don't work like that.
No,
And
True.
come on, get it fucking together.
just pull it together.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna watch Foundation. We're gonna talk about it later. I'm gonna watch it. Me and Ernie gonna talk about it. What do we got up?
I'll watch
I
it.
can't
too.
wait. All right.
Next
Sorry.
up, we got-
I'm so hyped about it. 8-bit Christmas. Have you guys seen the
8-Bit
trailer
Christmas.
for this?
In 19... No,
No.
I haven't, but I
I
love
have
Neil
not.
Patrick Harris and David Cross.
Yep. They're
Talk to me
great.
about
Oh man.
In 1980, Chicago,
about it,
10-year-old sets out on a quest to get the Christmas gift of his generation, the latest and greatest video game system. Do you guys remember the first console you ever got? For me, it was the
Sega
Nintendo
Genesis.
Entertainment System, the NES.
Yep. First for
This
me too.
is all about
NES.
that. Neil Patrick Harris, he's talking to his kid about how 8-bit Christmas was the shiz. He can't even remember the year it came out, and this is literally like How I Met Your Mother, but all about how I met the NES. And I'm so pumped about it.
Oh, that's great.
It's
How
so
I Met
good.
the NES.
Yeah, dude. Like
Let's
she's
get
like,
that
that
back
really
to-
happened. He was like, yeah, it was the '80s. Shit got real. Like the way he just talks about like the antics that ensue, and it's funny because what year did the NES come out? He doesn't even remember. I don't remember. I believe it was 19.
I think it's 87, 89.
87, 88. Even in the trailer, like
must have been.
and they go late 80s. They're just like
83.
just blanket. Really,
It's
83?
there like it couldn't have been 83.
The
Wow.
No, the NES 85.
There
The Famicom and launched in Japan in 83.
There you
The
go.
NES launched in 83.
So the whole trailer, which granted, they try to give you everything you want, which is everything I live for, because I remember in my childhood, like every Christmas Eve, my cousin would come over and we would try to beat the end of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Arcade 2 on the NES.
Yeah.
Never would, but that was like our holiday tradition. So like this is really close to home for me, and anything that goes in the 80s with NES, I'm right there for it. And of course,
Hell yeah.
MPH. Even the parents in this movie are fantastic. Steve Zahn is the dad, and then June Diane Raphael, fantastic. David Cross is in this. I can't wait.
Oh, June Diane Raphael, she's funny as shit.
Yeah.
Oh my god, she's
I think
so damn funny.
her husband is, I believe, Paul Scheer.
Oh yeah, June. Okay.
Is June? What show is June in?
What is she?
She in Grace and Frankie. She plays the daughter, one of the daughters in Grace and Frankie.
That sounds right. That sounds
That
right.
has a drink.
She's in that. Also, the podcast. How did that get made? Right.
She
Yep,
is in
she-
Grace
yeah.
and Frankie. Yeah.
She was in Grace and Frankie.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's funny as shit.
Yeah. So like, all you have to do is tell me those people are in it. I'm gonna watch it regardless. But I'm really pumped
Yeah, I'm
about this.
excited. I'm gonna
And
watch
it comes
that.
out the 24th, the same day as Hawkeye. So
Yeah, fucking hell, dude.
happy
There's
Thanksgiving.
so much
everybody.
shit coming out.
I know. So ridiculous.
So
I'll be watching
the
that.
next thing that we're going to talk about is another space show that I don't know anything about. Like
What?
I've never watched The Expanse.
Same
I know
here, brother.
I'm really behind on television. Ernie, okay, there's
All
so
right.
much
No,
going on
no,
in my
you're
life.
fine.
Okay?
You're fine. All I've got is time, and that's
It's
on
the
me. It's
golden
not on
age
you.
of television. It's impossible to keep up. It's impossible.
So The Expanse.
For every show you love, there are 3 you should be watching,
guess,
and we'll
guess
get
what?
lambasted for it. Expanse is one of them for me too.
Foundation
I have not
in the
seen it.
future, The Expanse in the future, but closer to home. So I'll give you the plot synopsis
Okay.
of just in general.
Yep.
So hundreds of years in the future, the solar system has been colonized by humanity. Solar system, not galaxy. So we're a little bit closer to home. This is the precursor, if you want, to Foundation. Not really. The 3 largest powers are the United Nations of Earth and Luna, the Martian Congressional Republic of Mars, and the Outer Planets Alliance, a loose confederation of the asteroid belt and the moons of Jupiter and Saturn. So what's great about this show is, long story short, Earth and Mars, they're like basically the big mega powers. In the middle is that asteroid belt that separates us from Mars. This is just facts.
Right.
But what's kind of cool is The Expanse is all about, well, the fucking everything else that's in between those things, right? And this show takes place in a kind of a world where there are spaceships and people can get on. They work whether they're in an asteroid, mining things or whatever. But The Expanse follows this team we're seeing here on our screen that they basically are this rad-tad team of people who kind of found each other. And they have different backgrounds, whether they're part of the Mars military or they're from Earth or whatever. But the best part about it is this little bit of extra. So any sci-fi show that's worth its salt has something that's a little bit next gen that you don't understand, right? This one being they have created a molecule that may or may not create monsters or super beings or infect all of humanity or not. And then you get these extra layers of political things that happen. If you haven't watched it, I think this is the 6th season. There's a shit ton, and the graphics are
Been going on for
fantastic.
a while.
Yeah.
Dude, it's big enough that it went from, I believe it was USAA. It went from several networks, so it got enough cult following that people have picked it up after the fact. And even the guy, I don't know if you guys remember the first time you ever saw Sebastian Stan. I do, and it was in the movie called The Covenant, where these men had
That's
witch
the
powers.
first movie I ever saw too.
And Sebastian Stan was across the guy from the goatee as the main character of the movie. And a bunch of other famous actors and actresses are in it, including our guy from what was the movie? Oh Jesus,
John Carter's in it.
Yes, John Carter of Mars is in it. It's like another dude.
John Carter's in it. Yeah.
So like when it comes to people
What
that
a
are like, where do
fucking
I know him
sweet
from?
movie.
The Covenant, that guy in the center there, fantastic. So if you get bored and you're like,
He
you know
says,
what?
"I'm gonna
I need a
make you
little
my
something,
weotch."
Yes. That's how old that movie is.
I fucking
when
love
weotch was
I love the fucking
weirdly socially acceptable term. So enjoy that if you
So
haven't.
it's a final season. So they have. I know nothing about The Expanse except that I need to watch it, and I've been uninvited to parties because of that.
What?
The final season of The Expanse implies that they had an ending and they knew what they were building up to. Like, it's popular, so it's good that they're not trying to squeeze every drop out of this plot. They're putting this is the final season,
Right.
for plot reasons, not because they've jumped sharks and stuff.
That is definitely my understanding. Every episode or every season I've watched, I've gone through 4. I have not watched the 5th one. I'm a binger. Let's be real. # America. But I like to watch things as like in a big
Baconator,
swath. Yeah, exactly. You're not giving pieces of bacon eater, the whole
Bacon
thing.
eater.
But no, what I'm saying is the reason I think that this is kind of coming to a conclusive end versus like we don't care anymore is every season, even that 4th one after there was a transition to a different network, there was thought put into it. There was value put into the production and things like that. So it's not like, there's no reason to kind of half-ass it. Like, look at Doctor Who, right? I'm a big fan, even with the weird, goofy set pieces. Expanse is definitely not holding back on the money. And if I'm being honest, Sci-Fi, who makes this show now, they know they're getting that money worth. Like, they put out Chucky. They've got now that obviously the final season of The Expanse. I think it just now finally hits the conclusion of this storyline, and maybe something else picks up later, and it's a different world in this. But for now, I'm enjoying the shit out of it.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Let's
Is there an easy way to stream it before we move on? Because I don't know about Sci-Fi.
Hulu?
I don't know if it's on Hulu. It used to be on Netflix. It's gone now. So I think Sci-Fi, is that on Paramount Plus?
Amazon Prime.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Oh, yeah, you're right. You're right. At least the first couple of seasons. All right.
Yep.
There's a lot of homework.
Yeah, I mean,
Next
it's
up,
worth
guys.
it. It's worth it. Lightning round.
We got the lightning round.
Can I?
My favorite part of the show.
Can I hear your highest pitch?
Ernie's going to do it because he does the voice.
No, come on! I was hoping you could like a high pitch voice for this. All right.
I can't do the high pitch voice.
I guess I'll do it.
I'll be giving the quips when you go through it.
There you go.
I'll be your hype man.
This will be fast. This is an easy one this week. All right, next week on Lightning Round, Apple Caves on the right to repair. About time, silly goobers, because we've been doing it anyway. MoviePass is being resurrected. Who still has one of those?
Who the fuck cares?
Look at that. look at the number on the card. Sorry, Cassie Langdon. We're about to steal your identity. All right, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Everybody, guess what? Time to work again 6 days a week till the end of the year. Hopefully you're getting paid double overtime because you ain't getting paid shit by Benedict Cumberbatch. Oh, and that's it. Lightning round. Over
Hang on.
and done.
All right. I got a hilarious story about MoviePass.
Let's hear it.
I
Let's
need
hear
it.
it. I love
Give it to me.
it.
So-
Let me get the right picture up. You go for it. Spoilers
I
or
had
no
my wife
spoilers?
and I had MoviePass. No, there's no spoilers.
Yeah.
My wife and I had MoviePass. And do y'all remember when MoviePass ran out of money?
Yep. I was right there with that.
My wife and I were at the kiosk trying to go watch Mission Impossible, the new one,
Oh, yeah.
and swiped our MoviePass, and they were like declined.
Was that Fallout? Was that that was with our
Fallout,
boy
yeah.
Henry
Mission
Cavill
Impossible Fallout.
with his pumping arms,
Yeah.
his reload
Did he
arms?
just reload his arms?
Yeah. So we're like swiping the card, and we're like, "That's weird. We haven't seen any movies, and it's just declined." So I like get on the phone, and I call MoviePass, and I'm like, "Hey," and the fucking numbers disconnect.
Oh,
Ooh.
this
and I make
number
the
is no
joke
longer
to
in
my
service.
We just ended up buying our tickets. I make the joke to my wife. I was like, "I think MoviePass just ran out of money." And sure enough, I get into the theater and look on my phone, and it's like MoviePass is trending because they ran out of money.
Oh
That's
man!
so good.
Oh man!
If only we
It
had the
was
show
awesome.
then. We could have been breaking news.
Yeah.
Scooped
news.
by
MoviePass
Dominic
runs out
Irvin
of money.
first. That's so good.
Jesus Christ.
Damn.
Trying
MoviePass
to go
was
watch
definitely
Tom
that
Cruise
thing where you
movie.
knew it was on its way out, but I squeezed as much as I could.
So did I. Oh my God.
Oh,
I loved it.
But
Yep, my wife
evidently,
is like,
it's
"Why do
been
you-"
what it basically got bought back by the original founder, right? So that's why it's coming. He's trying to come back. And did I see that?
It's
bit of
old enough
information
drug.
right?
He's fighting a losing battle though, because you got the pandemic. Also, you've got all of these movie theaters that are doing their own version of that.
Mm-hmm.
They couldn't even keep their shit together when they were the only game in town. Now you got to fight with Regal and AMC and the thing smelled. I don't know if you understand, like if you got the same sense, but MoviePass always seemed like a snake oil salesman had come up with a thing, and it was like, this isn't gonna last long. Let's fucking squeeze this.
Right.
for
It's like a
everything it's
$5
worth.
subscription. You can go see a movie a week. Yeah, nah.
I felt like I was stealing every time I did it. It's like, there's no way this works. There's no way this makes sense.
Yeah.
I felt
And then
like
you
I
went to
was
go
stealing.
see Mission Impossible, and then fucking got your credit card declined, and you look like a thumb because MoviePass ran out of money.
As a Southern-born
guy doesn't
gentleman,
have any money.
that dog don't hunt. Okay, that math just don't add up.
Oh man.
I love it.
All right, moving right along. New releases this week. A short new release section. But first up, and the reason why my man AO Sean is on the phone is Motomancer's
Ayo.
Auto Battle.
Look at that title screen. Yeah, boy.
Looks good. So Sean, I'm gonna pass it to you. Tell us about your game. Tell us how we can play this game.
Oh boy. Do I got a link to blow up in your chat? So
Right now, 5-10 times. Let's go.
Motomancer, Auto Battle. I'll read off what we got because that's what we're doing. Auto Battle is a motorcycle combat simulator that is built for Twitch. What's that? Yes, you heard me right. Inspired by such games as Marbles on Stream or King of the Pit, your Twitch audience takes control of their own Motomancer, riders of magically imbued motorcycles as they dodge obstacles, take down rivals, and talk trash in this gang versus gang skirmish. And this launched last Saturday, and it is, just a side note, I am a game developer working on a game called Project Motomancers. This game is a little spin-off of that. And the main game is going to be kind of like an action RPG set in the like world of Akira, inspired by it. This was a little project that I was doing a lot of research on the Twitch API, and like I'd always wanted to develop some sort of chat thing, like Marbles on Stream. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Marbles on Stream, but it is an easy way that a streamer can basically start a race that involves anybody on their current chat, and it all happens automatically. And I thought, okay, it started off as just a little experiment, but I was flipping all of the work that I had done, all of the coding and some of the assets, and put it together in about 14 days. And as I was putting it together, I was slowly trying to think of different ways to get like chat involved. And that's like the great thing about these games like Marbles on Stream, is that the streamer has something to do, but it's low pressure. They basically are just the commentator of a race. And that's a lot of fun. But everybody from chat can also do stuff. They enter and their little name pops up over a ball. In my game, a little dude on a motorcycle comes in and their name pops up above it. And then after everybody that wants to joins in, they can also type anything in the chat, and then above their little motorcycle dude, a little talkie bubble pops up. And it's fun just to see. It's fun just to see that happen, and it's so cool to see the reception because little things like that, it gets people in chat involved, and the streamers that have played it so far. Our own Super Cool, who has been on the podcast and is also the music composer of Motomancers, played it on stream Tuesday and had a blast. He was getting into it. He was doing things that I knew I wanted to do, but haven't been able to program it in, like do one-on-one duels. And he just asked the chat hey, I only want the last winner and then this person to join.
Oh, that's cool.
And yeah, it was really fun. He had everybody talk trash for one round, and the trash that was being talked was so wholesome. It was like, I hope your meetings run long, and I hope you get a hangnail, and I actually love you all. And
I respect you as a person, but I hope you lose this battle.
Yeah.
Nice.
Exactly. So I could already see I'm on to something with it. So I'm continuing to put resources into it. I've got a laundry list of updates that I want to do. You can actually get it for free. We of course accept donations, but you can get it on itch. If you
Pay this man money.
I am
Now.
No
going
donation.
Right now.
No free games. Nothing in life is free.
I will put a link in the chat. There's a little bit of footage that you can see, but
Hey, please
by the
spam
way,
that. We're going to share this out after the show. Please spam, spam, spam. Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah. There is also a Motomancer Auto Battle category on Twitch. So if you wanted to go into Twitch, search it. Motomancers will pop up. And there's a bunch of clips that are tagged with it. So if you wanted to see our boy Super Cool, also Bizarro Longi is another streamer, wonderful man from Australia that played it. He's been playing it a couple nights just for a sec. He loves it because he as a streamer can peace out and get something to eat and just sit and commentate. But it looks cool too. And he's also a big like vaporwave fan.
Nice.
So it's a lot of fun. I'm going to continue to work on it. I do work mostly in the mornings now, and I'm having a blast making stuff for this. And also anything that I make for this game is really kind of stuff that I'm bringing to the main game. So the final point I want to make is this thing is also kind of on the side a way to promote my channel and a way to promote the main game. And I figure anybody that really likes this game is probably going to like the main game. So as far as a marketing tool, I see it, and I've had a lot of good conversations with Justin Mitchell, who was on last week, about the possibilities of this. It's really fun. I'd say anybody that even just wants to take a peek, check out the Twitch category. And if you want to play it, you don't even need Twitch. You can just load a bunch of CPU, see them fight it out. It's like Beyblade, I've heard. If you ever seen Yu-Gi-Oh! Beyblade, it's just they're
That's a
all,
good comparison, man.
Yeah, it's exactly like
you marketing your game better than Apple markets their
game. The fucking
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I haven't seen Dom and my eyebrows raised like that at the same exact time.
Beyblade.
Yeah, I was like, Beyblade, baby.
Yeah. If you wanted to see 100 Beyblades battle it out, you probably couldn't. With this, you can, because you just spam that add CPU button. It's hilarious to watch some of these streamers do that because the chaos is impossible to track.
Just using that Twitch
but
muscle.
It's amazing.
Nice.
That's right. That's right. It's so much fun. And I have a lot of fun on stream getting input from chat. They'll tell me like, oh, it'd be cool if you do this. The laundry list of features I have mostly comes from chat and other people on the Discord of mine throwing in their ideas. And it's usually stuff that I'm farming for those ideas, because who knows chat better than the chatters, because they want to see something and I love it.
You're way better than me. I'd be like, yeah, it's on my radar, dude. I don't know if you know I'm making it. Like, you're probably like, oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, it's number 57 on my list already.
Yeah.
As you
hey, no promises it'll get up there at
you
any,
flip out
at
your
any
scroll
rate.
of ideas. You're like, yes, thank you.
That's the product manager in you, Ernie.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It's called a backlog for a reason. Yeah. Let me.
Yeah, buddy.
Well, I have boundary issues, so
here's my papyrus scroll.
That's how I got it.
Yeah. Thanks.
Well, shit, yeah, man. We'll have to play it next time we're on stream.
Sure.
I'm excited that you're doing that. I'm really excited that you're promoting it. I stepped into Super Cool stream while I was playing it a little bit, so that was pretty awesome.
Yeah, man.
So,
honestly, I'd love for us to have a Motomancer auto battle anytime before we ever see Blizzard on our fucking channel ever again.
Yeah,
I'll tell you right now,
dude.
It makes a great drinking game. It makes a fantastic drinking game.
Oh,
so maybe we'll have to put shots on the line.
Let's do that.
And by then I'll have a whole bunch of updates. So it might be good to do a revisit. I could show some of the new things I've been working on, but also we can have just fun and have a chill. That can make it a little bit of a drinking game for that.
Let's do it.
Love
Hey,
it.
you know what?
Yeah.
I'm right now. I'm not drinking, but at the same time, I'm not allowed to drink. You know, I just
We can
I gotta pick the day.
Shots of water is fine.
No,
You got to be TOS
Shots
friendly.
of wheatgrass.
We gotta do it.
Shots of wheatgrass.
Shots of wheat. What is that? Grandma's boy. Nice.
Yeah, yes.
Nice. There you go, David Spade. I'm so sorry about them. You're wonderful. Thank you, David Spade. That shit's wonderful.
All right. So
A
moving
topic
right
not
along.
as cool.
This show is such a piece of shit. I'm sorry. Riverdale is the dumbest fucking show on television.
Well, it's got that CW energy. So what do you expect?
Like KJ Appa, the guy who plays Archie, that I've heard he's the biggest asshole
Oh, the
on
ginger.
the planet.
I mean, the ginger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
The ginger. Drop it.
Cole Sprouse is apparently like a psychopath.
The guy from
Lily Reinhart is like the one redeeming quality in the whole show. The girl who plays Betty.
Who's the person? What's the name of the
for
kid
someone who
from the Sweet Life of Cody and what's her face?
Cole Sprouse.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Screw that guy.
Yeah. The one redeeming quality about this show is that I think Sabrina from the Chilling Adventures of Sabrina is showing up, which don't know how they're going to do that because whoever saw
Spoiler
the ending of
alert.
Sabrina.
They've already referenced both in Sabrina. They referenced Riverdale, and in Riverdale they've referenced the town Sabrina's from. So
it
it's
takes
kind-
place in
it's
the
already,
same universe.
Yeah, it's in the same uni. So like that to me, I think would if you know what if you're a writer and you're like, you know what, we got to really plant something deep just in case we got to go back to that well. Yeah, this is the time to pull that trigger.
We're really circling the drain on the whole Riverdale thing. We need to spruce it back up.
Yeah.
What a stupid fucking show. I literally watched I watched the first season of this show and I was like, this is just softcore porn for fucking tweens, dude. It's terrible.
You know why I watched the first 4 seasons? Molly Ringwald, number 1.
Oh.
And then his dad, who died, was his name Luke Perry.
Luke Perry, yeah.
Yeah.
Perry
I said,
and
I'm
Luke
saying he
Perry
died.
and Molly Ringwald are in Riverdale.
Well, Luke Perry's dead, but yeah.
Luke Perry is
IRL. IRL.
Yeah, Luke Perry's been
actually,
dead.
he
What?
died. He passed
Yeah.
away. Yeah.
Wow.
90210.
Well, breaking news for Sean Harrington. Sorry,
Yeah.
Luke Perry's dead. I don't know
Spoiler,
if
can
you
we have
also
a
know.
spoiler banner up? Jesus Christ.
He's been
That's very insensitive.
Molly
I
Ringwald
should
is
not-
definitely alive, which is where the ginger haircut comes from. The guy who is way too, I don't know.
Oh,
happy to
all
be
right.
in this
Wow, I'm a
cardigan,
dumbass.
But
Luke Perry is not who I was thinking of. I don't know who I was thinking of.
Tyler Perry,
Anyway, I'm sorry.
No, Tyler Perry's alive.
he's definitely alive.
That we know of.
He's very well off as well. All the money, Tyler Perry. But no, I enjoy the show just because it. For me, I always.
I'm
I
sorry.
loved seeing
I'm so
like
sorry.
the
You
Archie
enjoy
comic
the show.
books, dude. No, Archie comic books and like the checkout line as a kid.
I just
Mike's
feel
not
bad
on.
for
I heard
Mike's
that.
not on. So Dom's got to shit on somebody.
I'm
No,
so sorry.
no,
I
fuck
didn't
that.
realize that you love the show. I feel
No,
so
I
bad.
said like the show.
I'm just saying this is
That's a different L word. I
this
don't
is
love
payback
the
for you
show.
shitting on Eternals. So.
That's fine. That's fine. You know what? You got one Eternals movie. There's got 6 seasons of Riverdale plus Sabrina. Okay. It's not the
So
MCU.
I will say Sabrina.
but, you know.
Sabrina was pretty good.
I like Sabrina.
Sabrina's pretty good. Yeah.
That's
And then,
that's
I mean,
the saving graces now. It's like I said, like the minute Luke Perry died, I was like, all right, I'm out. But then you look at like the catalog of the CW shows that have shit like this, like Vampire Diaries, or what was the one after that? Oh my god. You
you
might
know
think
what?
I'm pretending to know what the originals. That's it. So like that
I was
shit.
gonna say the originals.
The CW is king of spin-offs. You got Arrow, you got Flash, Supergirl. Like they just look at this.
Yeah,
thing, man.
they had a verse. They had the blank verse. I think not before Marvel was doing their thing, but they certainly did it. I think arguably better than DC. I'll say that.
Yeah,
Whatever
the
their
Arrowverse was
strategy is,
pretty-
it works.
Yeah. I mean, it does.
Kelly
have
Ripa's
that
husband is
CW
in this too. I like him. He's good.
Which one is? He's in the back. Kelly Ripa's great though. Yeah.
No, Kelly. He's not in this show. He's not in this shot. But he's.
Yeah, there are
what's his
adults
name?
who are actually real actors.
Kelly
which is-
Ripa's husband. I can't remember his name.
He's the dad of the girl in the black dress. I think. No, reverse that.
Mark?
reverse that.
Yes,
Mark Consuelos.
Yeah.
Mark
Yeah.
Consuelos. Yeah,
That's-
Mark
that's-
Consuelos.
He does a great job being a piece of shit in the show.
He's great.
Yeah,
He
and
does.
then Not to be rude.
I guess I just don't like KJ Appa. I think that's like the one person I don't like. All the other people, and the other redhead, the one girl, I don't like her either.
You're on fire with names today.
Oh, yeah. I know you're talking about. It's a girl. She's basically also like an anti-hero. She has moments where you're like, oh, she's not a piece of trash, and like she doubles down on being a piece of trash 2 minutes later. So like, everybody loves that, you know. But no,
I forgot like one other name, Sean.
Hey, if we're shitting all over each other, I want a piece of the action. Madeline Petch? Is that who you're talking about?
Madeline Petch, yeah.
There you go.
She's annoying.
Now, having said that, this I have not watched yet, but I've got a person who lives in the same place I do, and she's been waiting for this topic, and I've yet to watch it, and I feel like garbage because I haven't. At the same time, look at the cast here. This is going to be good.
We're talking about Yellowjackets.
We're talking about Yellowjackets. Plot synopsis: a team of New Jersey high school soccer players become the survivors of a plane crash deep in the Ontario wilderness. The series chronicles their descent from a complicated but thriving team to warring, cannibalistic clans, while also tracking the lives they have attempted to piece back together nearly 25 years later.
Juliette Lewis is fucking sweet, and so is Christina Ricci.
Yeah,
and like,
yep,
I'm all about it.
I'm surprised that's Christina Ricci. I didn't recognize her at first. She looks good.
Right?
You know, she aged a whole lot after Casper, but then like stopped.
Right.
Like Black Snake Moan on, she's looked the exact same.
I forgot
That's
about
very
that.
true. That's very. How'd you forget about Black
true. Juliette Lewis has
It's a good movie.
has aged quite well, I will say, and she looks badass in this, and I love her.
I saw the trailer for this for the first time when I was watching the Dexter reboot.
Yes.
Right.
And this looks cool.
I'm actually.
That's another thing, but did we miss that?
No, we
Dexter's
talked about
New
last
Blood?
week. Dexter New Blood. We were
Okay,
like, oh,
we did, yeah.
I bitched about the internal
it's
monologue
mediocre.
not happening for a while, and even episode 2 I'm enjoying so far. And I granted mediocre.
I was sold on it the way Justin described it. I was like, so basically, I need to watch all of it.
Yeah.
It's like, well, there was some low points, but that low point was pretty good too. All right, well, guess I have to watch it.
So
Michelle,
your other half has watched this.
She,
Ernie.
I don't. I'm assuming so. Michelle in chat is actually saying, "Hot chick." Yes, she's agreeing that everybody's. I mean, she. Yeah, let's be honest. Christina Ricci, come on.
A seal of approval.
Come on.
Yep.
Honestly, I'm pretty sure everybody on this cast list right now: Melanie Linsky, Tawny Cypress, Ella Purnell, Juliette Lewis, obviously, Christina Ricci. We just talked about even Steven Kruger. Good for you, buddy. And Warren Cole. Good-looking people. I don't care.
I thought Melanie Linsky was Monica Lewinsky, and I was like, whoa.
I mean,
She kind of if that's her, that kind of looks like her.
There's a resemblance.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. That's super weird.
That's nothing wrong with
Have you
that.
mentioned what streaming service this is?
Showtime.
Showtime, right?
Yes.
the
So that's
only one I
why you
don't
saw it
know.
during the Dexter.
Dexter.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
So, but no, I'm definitely interested in watching this. Any what was the movie with Christina Ricci? Come on.
Black Snake Moan.
No.
You've been over
Jesus
this.
Christ.
Casper.
No, before that. It was oh god, not before and after. Oh my god. Rosie O'Donnell
Those
was
are the
also
only
in the
two
movie.
Christina Ricci movies I know.
Come on. It was Now and Then. Now and Then. You guys remember that movie? It was
No.
it was- oh damn. Come on, chat. Thank you, chat. Michelle said it's basically it's the lady version of Lord of the Flies, which that's a great analogy.
That's
Okay,
fucking awesome.
okay.
I'm with
That's
that.
a great analogy. But at the same time, Now and Then, Christina Ricci, young kid. I think Rosie O'Donnell was the adult version of that. You're getting this like parallel of time between child actors and adult actors. I digress. But yeah, that's my hill to die on there. Okay, I'm actually gonna watch it, not because my significant other and chat told me to, but I'm actually kind of interested in it. So
It looks good. I want to watch it. My mom wants to watch it. She was like, "Hey, this looks really cool. We should watch it." And I was like, "All right."
thanks, Mahaffey. Yes, the Adams family. Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure we missing that.
That's right.
This
The
one.
Christina Ricci's in the Addams Family. Shit, that's totally right. Wednesday Addams.
We
God
tried.
damn it.
We
That's
tried
the
to
obvious one.
typecast her.
The
Which, by the
obvious
way,
one.
now that we're like so close to Thanksgiving, it almost seems silly not to bring up the Addams Family
I
values.
gotta watch that.
I mean,
Yeah, because she plays the. Yep.
yeah,
She does the. She plays the.
She
Oh, man,
weirdly
what a good
smiles. You know, like, ugh.
Rest in peace, Raul Julia.
R.I.P.
Ooh,
That,
yes,
that movie
right.
had that heart attack in that scene. I can't believe they kept that in the film. I'll never understand.
They kept
but also understand.
really.
Yeah, the minute where he's pulling on the banister.
I think the rule is if
Yeah.
I think the rule is if a stunt person injures themselves on set, they have to use the take. Just as it doesn't extend to actors, but I guess
it should. It definitely should. I mean, look at it this way. Even famous actors, Leonardo DiCaprio, when in Django Unchained, when he smashes that skull and he bleeds.
Yes,
he actually did not do that on purpose. He actually smashed that skull and did cut him and rubs his blood on her face. Like that was all one take. Double down again, Raul Julia. There's a scene in that second Addams Family film where he is like mourning, where's my brother, and he's like leaning against this like stairwell banister. He actually has his heart attack in that moment, and they keep it in the film. Amazing.
wow.
Amazing.
Wow.
Amazing. Yeah,
Deserves a
it
rewatch.
gave me chills even talking about it again. Also,
Followed up with
Christopher
Street
Lloyd
Fighter
too.
the movie.
yeah, exactly.
Yes,
I
Christopher
know.
Lloyd.
Okay. Here's a funny fact about Street Fighter the movie. I have the entire speech that Colonel Guile gives memorized.
Why? One? Why? Two?
I
Do it right
don't
now.
Can I pull up like
Not
an
doing
image
it
for that right now? I was gonna let you just have the floor. I need to just have
not
like
doing
scenes
the
where
whole
it's just
thing.
one of us one-on-one and like go, all right, Dom, you've got the floor. Next time.
Mike
Next time.
knows that I have that speech memorized because every now and again I just start it and I just go through the whole thing.
Is this one or two or
Is it one
three
of those
sheets to
things
the
where
wind?
No, dude, stone sober. Are you kidding me? Jean-Claude Van Damme? He's so good.
It's so good. And then of course we've
He's got that weird accent.
Chun-Li, who becomes now a part of the Mandalorian universe.
Fennec.
So
Yeah,
good.
Fennec Shand.
Oh,
So
right.
good. So good.
Man.
But I digress.
Quick, change the channel. I love Street Fighter.
It's great. It's the right mix of bad and good. Well, let's see, bad and not as bad.
As always, this episode is brought to you by Tough Wraps. Again, visit toughwraps.com for all your apparel and gear and supplements. Use code joystick at checkout to get 10% off. Stay tough.
Boom. Guess what time it is?
Ooh.
Shisha.
Are we going to do our Twilight podcast now? Where we talk about Twilight?
I'll see myself. I gotta go.
Yeah. You know what? Well, the Batman's coming up in a couple of months, so we'll start off there. But Spider-Man: No Way Home is definitely the biggest thing this week. Am I right, Dom? Right, Sean?
Jesus
Come on
Christ,
now.
man.
Woo.
I didn't give a shit about this movie until this trailer.
Oh yeah, we've been over this. Yeah, right.
Yeah, we've
Now,
definitely
what-
punched
what-
this
what's-
so hard in our chat,
what
let
sold
alone personally. Oh yeah, I'm definitely. Please let me shut the fuck up, Dom. As somebody who didn't like this
What sold
immediately,
me?
I'm way curious. What was the problem?
No, this trailer is what sold me.
Okay.
Like,
okay.
I've been cool on the Spider-Man movie. Like, Homecoming was exceptional.
Yeah.
I love that movie.
Michael Keaton.
Top to bottom. Michael Keaton is in it. Robert Downey Jr. is in it.
Yes.
Like,
Yes. Donald Glover. Yes.
And it was after
Donald Glover. Donald Glover as Aaron. I can't remember his last name.
Yes. Miles
Again,
Morales'
names.
uncle. Yes. He's got a
Yeah,
nephew who
Miles,
grows
Miles
up near
Morales'
here.
uncle,
Yes.
the Prowler.
Right.
Yeah.
It was after
Um,
also many
terrible
failed, terrible Spider-Mans. So this was that one was a breath of fresh air.
I never another fun fact about Dom, because this is the episode of Fun Facts about Dom. Never seen either of the Amazing Spider-Mans with Andrew Garfield.
Is
Good,
it fun
don't-
or
Don't-
funny?
You're not missing anything. It's terrible.
Cosmonaut.
Cosmonaut Variety Hour has a great breakdown
Of why you should never watch it.
of why you should never watch it, and it's entertaining and also knocks it out if you ever had an inkling to like maybe I should
Yeah.
watch that. No, just
And
watch Cosmonaut.
I think
I
he did
guess
a good
that's part
job
of-
of
like
being
I
like
said- I've said
punny.
before.
Like, come on, Spider-Man's punny, right? He's moving so fast.
Right.
He's got the spider sense. He's flipping around, but he's also got those quips. That's what I think Andrew Garfield's
That's the
version of
only
Spider-Man
thing.
did.
That's the only thing.
That's what
Andrew
I'm saying. That's
Garfield
it.
did.
So
Everything else,
Far From Home, I thought was I think Far From Home is my least favorite Marvel movie.
because of
Okay. Even more than
Other
Thor?
than
Treacheries?
Thor 2.
Well, let's everything's
Thor 2
included.
doesn't fucking count, dude. Everything is better than Thor 2. Fucking Joss
Some
Whedon's
people say that
Justice League
Eternals
is better than
is rated less than Thor 2.
Those people are fucking wrong. And if those people are in this podcast, we're gonna have a fucking problem. But no. And I think that's also
Looks
part of the
like
reason why I
we're
wasn't really
muted.
into this movie was I don't give a fuck whether Tobey Maguire or Andrew Garfield. I really don't care whether they're in it. We saw Into the Spider-Verse. Into the Spider-Verse
Right.
was perfect. It was a perfect movie like that.
It was
I don't need the
brilliant.
live action version of that unless you're going to give me Spider-Gwen and Miles Morales
Yes.
and
Yes.
all of them. I really don't care about seeing a washed up Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield show up in the show. Like show up in the movie. That's fine. That's cool. I know people are really excited about that. I'm more excited about the fact that maybe Matt Murdock's in it from fucking Daredevil and Charlie Cox is incredible.
If Charlie Cox shows up, you're going to hear an audible squeal from me. Period.
Yeah.
Like,
From across the city.
like, it's going to be so loud.
What was that? Oh,
But what really sold me on this was that there's a lot more Doctor Strange in it than kind of
Yes.
initially thought out.
Yes.
This scene of the picture. So I don't know if you know this. They put out a clip of this scene right after the trailer. The one where he knocks him out of the body.
oh,
Yeah, they put out a clip of it, and you got to be careful
If it's
because
okay with
people are
everybody
doing
else,
edits
I'm
of this
gonna-
bullshit.
I'm
Like,
going to do a little something
yeah.
here. I'm just going to let it play. There's no audio here, but as you kind of, granted, if you're watching on a stream, the point is we're not trying to show you the trailer. You can see it. So we're adding commentary and thoughts while it's playing. But the point
transformative,
is,
and we're not no TOS.
yeah, no, this is definitely not. We don't. This is not our product. However, to your point,
Right.
Dom, when he knocks his astral form out of him,
Yeah,
tell me that was not the first thing you paused when you're like, what was that? Was that a web touching his leg? Why
right.
was
Everybody
that?
thought it was. It's not. So they put out a clip of that after, and it's not. It's his own web because there's two portals, and it's his own web going through the
Okay.
portals. Now, the scene that we're going to talk about is the fucking where the Brazilian Marvel team fucked up and put this little extra clip in it, and it's Spider-Man swinging at Sandman, Lizard, and Electro, and Lizard just gets punched by something,
Yeah.
like right there.
Oh,
He gets hit by something.
Look at
invisible.
his face. My favorite thing online was like, "Oh, it's Ant-Man," and I was like, "That makes a lot of sense." actually.
Bullshit.
That's what everybody was saying.
At the same time, though, now it's definitely
It'd
not
be
The
cool,
Ant-Man.
but
It's
You
not,
know-
dude. It's definitely
yeah,
It's definitely Maguire or Garfield. They're definitely in this movie. It's the worst kept secret in Hollywood.
yep.
I do love Alfred Molina coming back as Doc Ock. I think that's awesome. He looks
Yeah.
great.
He looks. Great.
My favorite Alfred Molina movie is Nothing Like the Holidays, which is a movie about Puerto Rican Christmas in Chicago. It's like my favorite holiday movie of all time. But a lot of people, and Mike, I'm not gonna steal this whole thing. I'm gonna let you guys talk, I promise, but I'm really excited.
No, dude. Let's go. You're the host of the show, baby. Let's
Mike
go.
and I were talking about this. So everybody's like, this is out of character for Doctor Strange. He's probably Mephisto or something's going on with him. And like Mike sent me a clip, a TikTok today about it. And it's absolutely true. For those of you who read the Doctor Strange comics, this is on brand Doctor Strange. He is an ass.
He's a dick.
I mean,
head.
he was
He's
portrayed
such
that
a
in the
dickhead.
first film.
In the first movie.
Yeah,
Like he's not just this good dude. Like he is a dick.
Yeah. Like
So-
if you were to say the same thing about Iron Man and like no, they of course they've got a big ass ego. That's why the two of them were clashing so much, because even though Doctor Strange had some growing, deep down, he's a big old a-hole. He's the biggest a-hole because he's got all the power. He's got the title that goes with it, and it probably got to his head. I like the theory that it has something to do with what if Doctor Strange.
That would be cool. I do like,
Yes.
and yeah, what if Doctor Strange was really cool, where he absorbed essentially everything in the dark?
Yeah, some people were saying that that's the Doctor Strange that is in this movie, or was in the first scene where Doctor Strange is like, yeah, I'll do this as a solid T Spider-Man, winks at the camera or whatever. Like that seems a little, playful, cheeky, little lawful evil, or maybe chaotic evil, chaotic good. I don't know.
There's so much in this trailer that's not going to show up in the movie, or
Even
is that a complete misdirect?
I mean, honestly,
For
at the end of the
sure,
trailer, we've got like him saying, "I can't hold it." What you see is the cracks in what we can call the universe or whatever, the purple streams. It's definitely. I think there's a parallel between that and the timelines we see in Loki. Right, those little bit of bands of maybe that's what we're seeing. We've got What If that also shows those different timelines and universes that are spidering out, and which would be a great segue at the end. Doctor Strange, he gets snapped into his multiverse of madness. He can't hold it, and now he's gone. And the same thing. I haven't seen anybody really talk out loud about it. My favorite thing, even in the still shot we've got up now, we're seeing a slight side of the Captain America shield that basically to me is like the new Statue of Liberty.
Oh yeah,
It's
right.
awesome. Even if this is like, okay, this is not our New York. Tom Holland is in a pocket universe where all the people who have been killed by Spider-Man show up. And now he's, instead of the Statue of Liberty, it's Captain America statue like being built. That kind of stuff. I there's so many ways to go with it, and that's why there may be no way home for Tom Holland, who this is supposed to be his final Spider-Man appearance, which would make total sense. So,
According to him, it's his final
more.
Spider-Man appearance.
I mean, let's be honest.
But I think
there's a dollar amount
that
anybody would take.
No, but I think Mike said that he's obligated to at least one more ensemble movie.
Oh. That could be it. That could be it. That could be the last one. I think
this ain't an ensemble movie.
I just want
that's true.
This is a stand.
Come on, you want a multiverse of madness where all of a sudden, Doctor Strange shows up in several different things. Also, a universe where Spider-Man / Tom Holland is also in the DC universe, and we see Henry Cavill, and we see Ben Affleck, and then you get sucked out in something else. Or Evil Dead, you get Bruce Campbell playing our favorite guy ever.
Let's throw a little bit of Street Fighter the movie in there as well.
Boom.
I want all of the things to clash.
I want Dominic dressed as Guile. Can we get that hair? I just want flat top.
Oh, if only we could. If only
The war's been canceled. You can all go home.
I'd pay for that.
Yes. Tell me more, Dom. Come on. Don't pause. The war's been canceled.
I'm going to get in my boat.
So good.
Oh, one more thing I wanted to point out about that scene where you see Croc get punched. It doesn't seem like Sandman, Electro, and Croc are going towards Spider-Man.
No, it looks like not.
Yeah, they're like they're looking below and Electro above.
There's definitely another two Spider-Man.
Yeah, it's so obvious.
Anybody with a piece of yarn could have been like, "Oh, that's where their eye line is." It's just, this is right.
Yeah. It's the worst kept secret and the most fabricated secret, especially when you see all the stuff that Andrew Garfield interviews and stuff like that.
Yeah, and he's like, I'm not in the movie. And Tobey Maguire hasn't really said that, or he's just like, I might be in the movie, but who knows?
Yeah.
The other thing that kind of gets me about these movies is that they don't push the story forward that much.
How so?
Homecoming didn't really push the Marvel story forward. Far From Home definitely didn't push the story forward. It's the first time they mentioned the word multiverse, but I actually don't even think that that's true, because I think Doctor Strange mentioned it first. So
I think it's a side effect of how small the stakes are, which I actually like about Spider-Man, the movies that Marvel has been doing.
It's neighborhood friendly
because
it's not galaxy.
Yeah, the whole end of the world. You had your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man. It was small, contained, and probably the side effect is it might not feel like important in the grand scheme of things, but as a movie, like seeing the Michael, spoiler alert, of Far From Home, Michael Keaton's like the twist.
Or Homecoming, yeah.
Homecoming.
Michael Keaton
so
was
fucking great.
Homecoming was great. I loved Homecoming.
You guys know that today he was quoted as saying he's doing some.
He's going to be in
today.
another Marvel movie.
I'm doing some Vulture filming today.
Ooh.
Yeah,
it's got to be. It's got to be Doctor Strange. It has to be Doctor Strange.
I mean, or he was also in Mobius already, right? Like he's already been in the trailer for Mobius.
He is in Mobius, yeah.
And he's like, "Hey,
Mike says I'd love to see Emma Stone show up as Spider-Gwen." That would change the tone of the movie for me if that was the case. If Andrew Garfield really wasn't in the movie and they brought in Gwen Stacy as like the multiverse thing to come in, that would be cool. I don't see it happening. I think it's going to be Andrew Garfield.
Come on, man. How great would it be if Andrew Garfield is dead and Emma Stone shows up as Spider-Gwen?
That'd be sweet.
And then they do a cutback, and it's actually Spider-Gwen that doesn't save Andrew Garfield, not the other way around. Spoiler alert, but it's a shitty movie. So
which is why Andrew Garfield's okay with like
Stacy dies.
Right.
But at the same time, imagine if that was like the parallel. We did a little bit of flip, and Andrew Garfield is like he's throwing because Toby's done a great job, like he always does, shutting his mouth. But Andrew Garfield, he's a little sprinkle. He's just trying to get a shine because he might not be in it. Imagine if that was it. Like that was his little bit of like, I'm getting my shine on because nobody's going to care in like 2 or 3 weeks, and all of a sudden Emma Stone's Spider-Gwen.
Well, he's about to get a lot of angry people in his inbox.
Oh, I love the tinfoil hat, man. Everybody, the tinfoil hat people that are breaking this trailer down, where you got like, tinfoil hat.
We going fresh. We going a fresh hat today, boys.
Let's go, baby.
Yeah.
Let's go, baby.
If I'm going to put on a tinfoil hat, I'm going for Spider-Pig. I want Spider-Pig in, and if it doesn't show up, at least in an after credit cut stinger, I riot.
I mean,
bring on who is the voice of Spider-Pig? I can't remember.
John Mulaney.
John Mulaney. Oh my God.
Let's bring John Mulaney back.
Spider Llama.
That's smart.
I don't
John
care.
Mulaney needs some good press.
Imagine like Spider-Pig was going to be in this, but John Mulaney didn't want to be that close to.
Wait, was there something with John Mulaney that I don't know?
No, John Mulaney did nothing wrong. John Mulaney went to rehab.
He openly had a problem and went and got he openly had a problem. He went and got help for it.
He got help.
Had relations.
Got divorced.
Yeah.
Knocked up Olivia Munn.
Oh.
And then broke up with Olivia Munn.
Wow.
I would call that.
Well then,
living your best life.
living your life.
I think it's because John Mulaney is from Chicago. He's a Chicago Bears fan. He knows that Olivia Munn and Aaron Rodgers used to date, so he thus hates Packers. And he's had a long-term hatred, and now he's like, "This is my big middle finger to you." Gotcha.
That's a lot of jumps.
I'm wearing a tinfoil hat, man.
That's a lot. Yeah, you are.
There's no logic here,
true.
brother. All right. The minute I take it off, it's like he's a man.
Who I was talking
he likes
to.
attractive women, and he did a good job. But I digress.
When are the X-Men going to show up in the fucking Marvel universe? For the love of God!
They're going to pull up more tinfoil.
Time knows.
I just don't. I don't know how to unwrap this. I can't. What's it's about?
I think this movie looks cool. I'm really excited to see it. I think that it comes out in December. Yeah.
Yes.
I'm really excited that that's happening. I'm more excited for Hawkeye because I like the ability to. I just read Mike's thing. John Mulaney helped Pete Davidson kick his drug habit, but in reality, they switch bodies like Freaky Friday style. You're absolutely right, Mike.
Yep. True.
Yeah.
That's the real crossover.
Yeah, my whole fucking train of thought just got blown out the water by that.
Good night, everybody.
Just when I think chat is done for the night, they bring me back in.
Oh fuck!
God.
No, I like that the series are building to the Thunderbolts.
Yes.
Yeah. So because you have Madam Hydra is in Falcon and the Winter Soldier and recruits the U.S. agent You
AKA
have
Julie Louis-Dreyfus.
her,
Yo, girl.
Julie Louis-Dreyfus, Elaine Bennis. And for those of you who haven't seen Black Widow, spoiler alert, the end credits scene.
I got a button.
Big no.
Spoiler banner now. Go. Wait.
Okay.
Yeah.
In Black Widow, the end credit scene in Black Widow, Madam Hydra shows up again to recruit Yelena Belova, the sister of Black Widow. Abomination is in Shang-Chi.
Right.
Oh, yeah.
Which I finally got to see. Oh, man. Oof.
God,
and he's
what
favorite.
a good movie, right?
And he's
favorite.
semi like understanding, like coherent. Like he's not just like a brute. Like he's like Wong's like, we've got to work on it. Like that whole dialogue, I was like, yes, this is awesome.
Yeah. Venom is now been. Has anybody seen Let There Be Carnage?
You can spoil it. I don't care.
Cool.
I'll watch it.
The end credit scene in Let There Be Carnage. Venom like phases into the Marvel universe.
Right. That's
and,
right. Yeah.
So they're they're building these. It sounds like they're building the Thunderbolts, which is really cool. You also have the Young Avengers being built as well.
What are the Thunderbolts again?
So the Thunderbolts
It's like
is named after.
they're like the Dark Avengers.
It's also
Thunderbolt
named after General Thunderbolt Ross, aka Betty Ross, her dad, who the reason he becomes a part of the Thunderbolts is because he's dying, he's ill. You can see that in Black Widow, where he's looking sickly as shit, and even Black Widow herself, Natasha Romanoff, is like, you don't look so well. Good. He's like, I'm well enough or whatever.
What she meant by
and
that.
he ends up becoming his own Hulk, the Red Hulk, and becomes a part of the Thunderbolt team.
Right.
Yeah. So they're definitely building to the Thunderbolts.
Awesome.
There's a lot. Like it seems like what Marvel's doing right now is they're building the cosmic threat and story, and then they're building the home-based local threat and story. Right. And I'm interested to see what the villain is going to be for the local home-based threat and story. Because like the cosmic villain, everybody's saying it's Kang the Conqueror. Kang the Conqueror is probably going to be the next Loki, where he's going to lead into the major threat. They're setting it up for Galactus. I'm sure Galactus is going to be the main threat. You know, we have some crazy casting in Guardians of the Galaxy 3, you know, where he could possibly be Norrin Rad, who's the Silver Surfer, you know, who's the Herald of Galactus, which would be fucking amazing.
I'm cutting glass now.
You know, and when you watch Eternals, you know, and all that, you can start to see that as well.
Actually, by the way, the my Happy already called it out, and I wanted to mention. I don't know if you guys saw the clip earlier. Haley Steinfeld was asked a question about the Young Avengers, and this kind of group interview. And instead of answering anything, which is also the good move, instead of just going, "Huh," which is the best move, she does a full 180 turn to look up, not just behind her, but up in like the next level up at Kevin Feige, who first of all knows you don't flinch, bitch. You just don't move.
Yeah.
And she looks up at him, makes direct eye contact, and the freeze frame of him going like, if you fucking breathe right
bitch,
now.
What are you doing? Yeah.
Mahaffey calls it his death stare. I think if he could have erased her from existence in that moment, he would have done it. Like that to me was the moment of like, you just fucking, you might as well have just said, yeah, of course, obviously. Man. That's why I might get sued / stabbed right now by Kevin Feige. Like,
there are so many holes in the MCU secret ship right now.
It's the younger people too.
I'm living for all of the, like, in Kevin Feige, I imagine
I don't have enough white in my
Kevin
eyes
Feige's day
somehow manifest the stare he gave. Like it was so evil. He was like, "Are you kidding?"
I imagine Kevin Feige just being like, waking up, looking on Twitter, and be like, "The fuck did Tom Holland say today?" And they did the reaction video. Like Marvel pulled out the reaction video, and like Tom Holland almost slips up during that, where he's like, they're watching it. It's the scene with Lizard and everybody, and he's like, "Hey, wait, where's the?" And then stops.
Yeah.
and then like Zendaya is like this.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Oh,
dude.
man.
Like it's so bad, and you're wondering, like you're going like, dude, you just have to play to the screen. You don't have to even like give extra because everything's
Just shut
extra.
the fuck up.
You know they have entire teams of coaches that are like this base is not covered. Like they were prepared for. They must have been prepared for this.
Right.
So
They
bad.
must have been prepared.
So bad.
It's so insane.
But you know.
And for those that don't know, Haley Steinfeld, she's obviously she's in the new Hawkeye show that's coming out on Thanksgiving, and she's basically Kate Bishop. She's taking over as the successor to Hawkeye. So, which again, we've already talked about Hawkeye at length and how this is kind of slowly introducing the fact that Hawkeye is going deaf and the legacy he's leaving with Kate Bishop. Like it's exciting to see, but man, damn, I mean, come on, man. Like, how do you
honestly
blow that?
those moments?
How do you blow that?
Those moments, the blowing of it, honestly, I think are also scripted. I'm saying it. It's impossible. It's impossible for the amount of money that's behind this, for something like that to happen. Scripted. Where's the foil,
sure
man?
some
Where's
of
the
it
foil? Hand me
I'm
some.
sure
hand
some
me
of
Sorry,
it is.
my halfie
But
definitely just
Tom
sorry,
Holland just letting shit slip by accident on the Tonight Show is Tom Holland being like a 20-year-old.
Yeah.
That's like, oh my god, I get to play Spider-Man.
At the same time, but then you go the other end. To be fair, as a person who's got more gray in their hair than I do, Mike whatever in the chat says Michael Keaton never knows what set he's on. He's asking about his Hawk character while on the Flash set. He's not spilling any secrets. The thing is, though, if you just follow him around long enough, I bet he's probably going to give you every secret. Like he doesn't know. And I'm okay with it. I'm totally okay. I've been watching the show Dope Sick on Hulu, and he's been fantastic as the like doctor who's been giving out OxyContin. By the way, also playing across from a character or an actor who's going to be our new Adam Warlock. And even better, they filmed parts of that whole show in Richmond, outside of my 9-to-5 workplace. Yeah.
No shit.
Awesome. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Several scenes take place in RVA, including Rosario Dawson, who was she's playing a character that's based in Richmond because of the FBI office here in Richmond.
Man, I love her.
Dude,
I love Rosario Dawson.
If you got a time to watch a movie about narcotics and you love Rosario Dawson, you love Michael Keaton, and I mean just look at the episode. I mean, so many good actors. Dope Sick.
Amazon.
Which show is it? Dope Sick.
Hulu.
Yeah, he's right. Dope Sick. Super good. Michael Keaton is definitely the big draw, but it's all about the opioid epidemic and, well, epidemic? Yeah.
Last time I saw Rosario Dawson was in Mandalorian, and it like rekindled.
I'm so proud of you. I'm so proud of you not saying Alexander. I'm so proud of you.
I thought he was going to say Alexander. I really thought he was going to say Alexander.
I'm not a D-gen. Jesus Christ.
I am.
But now I'm thinking about it. I'll be honest. I'm thinking about it.
I'm a D-gen. I told you how I'm trying to bet like on the Pats tonight with me 5Gs. Let's go. But I digress.
So I think that about wraps us up here this
on that
evening. On that note,
we made it in record time.
This episode brought to you by gambling.
You know what you never have to gamble on? This show being entertaining as shit. I love it. Thank you so much, Dom. Dominic, you might have to host next week, man. We might have to start like
we'll see.
Like swapping units of 10 or 5. Yeah, man, this is good. To me,
I'm down to host.
It was relieving, but also you did a great job. Sean, bravo. Pepper you in like episode 50 as a host just to see what kind of Yahtzee you want to be there. But
I'll give it a shot. Yeah, I might get a little loaded before, but be prepared for TOS to be violated.
Hey, it's a good thing I got that spoiler banner up because, yeah, well, do I really need it?
Let's be spoil all. About to spoil all these facts. Yeah. Thank you for having me. Eat a bunch of turkey. Go to Wawa and get that gobbler sandwich. I know I am.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. Smash that subscribe button. Had a blast.
Bye.
Bye.